The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener discretion is advised.
If you have an opinion on our show, let us know what you have to say through the power of social media.
People always ask me, Jonathan Clarke, how do you become famous overnight? Okay, are you watching? This is how.
You're over my head, I'm out of my mind, thinking I was wrong in the wrong time. Stop and rewind, everything is so throwback-ish. I kinda like it how you're out of my league. Old school chic, like a movie star, up a silver screen. You're one of a kind, living in a world gone plastic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic.
So, what did you think?
Baby, you're so classic. Baby, you're so classic.
I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke. You may already know that. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, you can do that on my YouTube channel by hitting subscribe at the top of the channel there. This week on my show, what I want to do is I want to send out my heartfelt condolences to everyone who was victimized by Hurricanes Irma and Harvey. I promised you a live video show talking about this, so here it is coming at you. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. And let me know what you think in the comments of this video. It's much appreciated as always. When I first saw the devastation caused by these two hurricanes, I thought to myself, my God, what is the world coming to? I mean, what else would I think after having seen the devastation caused? I was really left at a loss for words, and everybody has pitched in and done a tremendous job in the relief effort of these two hurricanes, these natural disasters, which were certainly unexpected. I never thought if you would have asked me, say, 5 years ago, we would be faced with natural disasters as devastating as this for the first time in about 65 through 70, possibly 80 years. We have seen two back-to-back natural disasters, and that is very uncommon that we would see two back-to-back natural disasters. We had Hurricane Harvey first, followed by Irma, and Hurricane Jose actually followed that one. Now, Hurricane Jose is posing threats, but not as severe as these Category 4, Category 5 storms that we have seen over the last several weeks. We saw the devastation in Houston. We saw the devastation not just in Florida, which is where the majority of the coverage took place and happened. We saw devastation in places like Atlanta and places like the Caribbean, which are not talked about enough. And I think that we need to be raising more awareness to what's happening in other places outside of Florida also, not taking anything away from the devastation in Florida because the devastation was tremendous. But there are other places, a number of other places that were severely affected by this, and I want to send out my heartfelt condolences to everyone affected by this, not just certain places like Florida that were designated as the most severely stricken. I want to say, my heart goes out to all of you and my prayers, and I'm thinking about you. I am with you through these very difficult times that you are faced with. It's going to take months, possibly years to recover from this because you're never almost over it instantly. You're over it in time, and time will be what allows us to get through this. But I think that America has shown tremendous strength, tremendous courage, and you definitely deserve to be commended for that. You have to be commended for that. We cannot go on without commending you for the tremendous courage that you have shown. Over 36 million of you were under evacuation notice in Florida, and over 6.5 million of you were left without power. Over 2 million people have had power restored within the last several days. That number is gradually increasing. But the statistics certainly are unprecedented, unlike anything else that I've ever seen before. Like I mentioned, 6.5 million of you were without power. Over 2 million of you have regained power. The number is slowly but surely increasing. And over 36 million of you, because of the governor of Florida, were under evacuation. I can only imagine the chaos from the video footage and the still images that were provided to us by CNN and, of course, Global National. I was blown away. Here in Canada, we were watching Global National there were a few nights ago, and I was like, oh my God, the evacuation is far more serious than what people are giving it credit for having been. And the thing that jumped out at me was the unity that America showed. Not just America, but the entire world. We had a relief effort, I think, that's never going to be forgotten and never going to be surpassed because of just how many people came together and showed tremendous strength and courage. So I cannot go on without commending you for that and saying thank you, a heartfelt thank you for helping in the way that you did. Some celebrities even pitched in, donating over $500,000 in some cases to the relief efforts for both Hurricanes Harvey, which affected Houston greatly, and states like Florida and the Caribbean and other parts of the world, which if I were to mention, it would take me forever, but I will not do that to spare you the pain of having to do that. But it's amazing. The celebrities, just everyday people pitching in unbelievable. Pink, for instance, donated $500,000. The Rock was up there in a $100,000 donation range. It's amazing. What we can do if we just, show unity and come together as one. Donald Trump acknowledged the 9/11 tragedy, which happened 16 years ago around the same time. They were providing us coverage of Hurricane Irma. He spoke on the hurricanes very professionally, one of the most professional things I've seen Donald Trump do since being elected in as president. So I want to commend him and Melania for showing tremendous support and actual professionalism throughout this very difficult time. And along with that, acknowledging the 9/11 tragedy back in 2001. That was also professionally put off, and I definitely want to commend them for doing it as professionally as what they did. Now, if you were affected by this disaster, if you're watching this video, if you came across it on YouTube, you've clicked on it, by all means, subscribe to my channel, and you can comment on the video if you want to. Let us know how you're feeling, how you're doing, give us somewhat of an update. But I want to let you know that I am with you, and because I know so many people from Florida, after having done my website for so many years, produced that and produced radio shows, been the host of a number of different radio shows with people from Florida, I want to say that my heart is with you through this very difficult time, and as promised, this video will be going up on my YouTube channel to coincide with the radio show that I did acknowledging these disasters, Hurricane Irma, Harvey, and Jose, 3 unprecedented disasters, which I don't think that we're ever going to be over, but in time, we will get better, and we will get stronger, and we will definitely rebound off of what I can only imagine you guys have been going through. And again, my heart is with you through this very difficult time. I guess I'm going to leave it at that. So I'll be throwing this video up on my YouTube channel. It'll probably be featured. You can share it if you want with your friends. You can let people know what's happening here. And I want to let everybody know that my heart is with you, and I am with you through this very difficult time. That being the purpose of this video and all the videos that I've done in pretension out of these natural disasters, the most severe disasters we have seen in the last 65 through 70, possibly 80 years, near a century, over a quarter of a century, or half of a century, we have seen disasters, but none as severe as this, and I think in time we'll be over it. But my heart is definitely with all of you through this very difficult time. So I'm going to leave it at that. Throw it up on my YouTube channel. You can comment if you want to. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke, and I will talk to you again really soon. So long for now.
HEW Entertainment Radio is a production of HEW Entertainment on their official website and broadcasts on social media. You can join the conversation on our Facebook page at HEW Entertainment, follow and listen to our show on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke 1, and watch us on our YouTube channel at Jonathan Clarke 22. Hosted and produced by Jonathan Clarke out of Canada. If you have any questions on our radio broadcast, you can email us at jonathanclarke2005 at hotmail.com. Thank you for listening.